Hey Ashley, I'm sure Sean told you that I was going to send you a video. I happened to be in the right place at the right time today, and he said he needed a little bit of assistance with the homeschooling. So here I am. So this is the problem that I wrote down off of the picture that he had on his phone. In the picture, it had a number here and here. I believe it was 32/40. I removed those because I don't think that that was part of the original problem. I think that was something that was filled in before the picture was taken. And the reason I'm assuming that is because there were other blanks that were boxes. So let's go back to the start. We have 8/10 times 4. So we have our fraction, 8/10 times 4. 4 is your whole number. We're going to turn that whole number into a fraction because it's always easier to work fractions with fractions. All whole numbers are understood to be over 1 because if you divide that out, because your fraction bar is division, 4 divided by 1 equals 4. So if I have 4 pies and I eat all of them in one sitting, then I'm eating 4 at one time. Okay? So I'm going to multiply the numerator times the numerator, and then I'm going to multiply the denominator times the denominator. So numerator is our top, so I'm going to multiply the top and the top, and then I'm going to multiply the bottom and the bottom. Okay, but we do like to use the correct terminology. So we already have 8/10 written. Now we're just going to plug in 4/1. So this is where they are showing you that the whole number 4 turns into a fraction. So we're actually not cross multiplying, which that was something that Sean mentioned. So I'm assuming that that was the thought process, that maybe we should cross multiply. On our next row, all we're doing is we're taking and we're putting our numerators on the top together, and we're putting our denominators on the bottom together. So 8 times 4, and then 10 times 1. And then we're going to simplify. So 8 times 4 is 32, and then 10 times 1 is 10. I'm assuming that they're not asking you to put it in simplest form. However, if they do want it in simplest form, you're going to see, what can I divide the numerator and the denominator by that's the same? So what goes into 32 that also goes into 10 evenly? So this is where I just start going through my different factors. So I would start with 2. I know that 2 is going to work because both of them are even numbers. Now, like I said, I don't know that they're asking you for this, but just to show you, because this will eventually be the next step. So 32 divided by 2 is 16, and then 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then I would ask myself again, is there anything that will go into 16 that will also go into 5 evenly? No, because the only other factor other than 1 that goes into 5 is 5, and 5 won't go into 16 evenly. Eventually, they may ask you to simplify it all the way down to, we have an improper fraction here, so we've got the larger number over the smaller number. A mixed number would contain a fraction, a whole number, and a fraction. If they're not asking for it to be simplified, then that's where they would be wanting you to stop. Okay, so I hope that helps.